Right then, this is a quick walk around video, and this is for a Honda CR-V, and it's the SET automatic diesel. Finished here in white, as you can see. It's absolutely fantastic. It's in lovely condition. Apologise, it's very windy today and blustery, so hopefully you can hear most of what I'm saying. Front of the car, lights and lenses are completely clear and intact. Bumper itself is very clean. The whole car is in lovely condition. Bonnet, hardly a stone chip anywhere to be seen on there at all. Then to come down the near side of the car first, absolutely mirror smooth on the panel there. Near side front alloy, absolutely perfect condition. Goodyear tyres all round on the car, which is a lovely sign of ownership. And on the side, absolutely exquisite. Near side rear, again, absolutely perfect. No curb marks at all on there. You can see the panel up there again, it's just wonderfully clean. Come around the back of the car again, equally in beautiful condition. Around to the offside, driver's side of the car. Hopefully you can see the panels are beautiful there. Turn backwards so my back's to the wind, hopefully. Offside rear alloy, again, absolutely unmarked. And the remaining panel is in just beautiful condition. It looks like a car that's done less than half miles it's done. It's in absolutely fantastic condition. Coming into the boot area, absolutely enormous boots and in beautiful condition. And these are bought predominantly as sort of estate cars, family cars, but unfortunately that does mean they get rather bashed. But carpeted area, as you can see, an absolutely super order. Back now, absolutely huge amounts of legroom in the back of these CR-Vs, and all in lovely condition again. Front passenger door card, again, as with all those, in lovely condition. I'm going to rush this a bit because it's going to absolutely hammer it down in a second, but passenger seat again, lovely. Driver's door card, again, beautiful condition. And then come around here, so driver's seat, which again just looks like it's hardly been used at all. So sat inside the car now after the rain finally. Dashboard looks pretty much as new. You can see here, fitted with the optional factory fitted sat-nav system as well. The car does have front and rear parking sensors, but also has the rear parking camera, which you can see working perfectly there. It's gridded, so you can sort of line up parking bays really rather nicely. Dual zone climate control system, but the interior has been kept wonderfully well. Pen in there for you, hopefully you can see 82,627 miles, and there are no warning lights at all whilst the engine is running here. But the interior is in absolutely fantastic condition. Just to quickly show you, owner's manual pack and lock and wheel nut key are both here and present with the car. Right then, this is a quick road test video, and this is for a Honda CR-V 2.2 EX diesel. This particular car is registered PN14OMP, and mileage at the start of the road test is 82,617 miles. Reason for doing the road test is essentially so that anyone that's actually looking at this car online in an advert actually gets to see that very car in operation. We feel it's only right if people are willing to travel the distances they do to us to actually get to see the car in operation. That way, if there's any issues with the car, we can relay them back to you. The issues obviously that would manifest themselves whilst driving the car, because we know just how frustrating it can be to go and see a vehicle which looks great in the advert, only to get there to drive it and find it's got a fundamental mechanical issue which clearly should have been told about. So hence that's why we do it. As you know from the advert, it's been a very well maintained car, and I have to say it feels like it, because it's hard to differentiate between this and a new car to drive. It just feels so wonderfully tight. Engine starts absolutely instantly, of course, settles to an absolutely even and smooth idle. There are no warning lights at all on the dashboard relating to the engine or any other part of the car. And temperature gauge is running at a third, which is exactly where it should be on a Honda vehicle. The engines themselves are lovely, lovely engines. They're very smooth, very refined, lovely and quiet on the move, and it works beautifully with the automatic transmission, and that can't be said of all turbo diesels and automatic transmission pairings. But this one is just wonderful in operation. Pulls really well, but it's just its linear power quality, which always impresses on Honda. It pulls beautifully through the entire rev range, so you know, it's a car that you like using day in, day out. Cam chain driven, of course, no cam belts to worry about on these cars, so no, you know, big service looming. Gearbox in the vehicle, as with pretty much all Honda automatic gearboxes, lovely smooth shifting gearbox. As I said before, very well matched the engine. Regardless of reputation of the manufacturer, it should still do the same things on an automatic gearbox. Just make sure cold and hot when it engages gears, they should be nice and smooth and positive. There should be no delays or thunks, and each gear change should be nice and sweet in the nature of its gear change, and these are absolutely perfect in that sense. You've also got these manual paddles on the steering wheel, so you can use them if you really wish. They very rarely get used, in all honesty, but they are there, predominantly used when you're going to do an overtake, because a gearbox can't see what you're trying to do. So sometimes it's nice to be able to control the gear you're in at any given speed, to make sure the gearbox doesn't suddenly change up halfway through an overtaking manoeuvre. And you can do it at any time, so it's down on the left hand one, up on the right hand one. So I pull that one back, it's selected to be fourth gear, I pull it back again for third gear, imagine I was accelerated to overtake, and I can overtake using this one. Very good, all works perfectly, and it goes back to full automatic mode within a few seconds. So engine, gearbox, absolutely spot on. Steering on the car, it's always been really good on the CR-Vs, and this is no different to any of them. It's lovely and precise, very accurate in operation. Suits the car absolutely perfectly. It's not too sharp where it unsettles passengers, but it's not slovenly like you get with so many. But it's accuracy that impresses. Also can't feel any wear through it at all. Track's nice and straight. There's no vibrations coming back through the steering wheel at this speed or any speed up to the legal limit. Chassis of the vehicle, they're very, very comfortable riding cars. They feel nice and solid and hunkered down on the road. That's what always impresses about the CR-Vs. They've got that lovely feeling of kind of heftiness to them without being kind of clumsy in any way. But the chassis is a really good compromise between obviously what you want from this type of car. Comfort, yes, but not so unwieldy through the corners where it lurches and pitches and wallows. And they've struck a brilliant balance with the car. What I'm looking for in road test, especially over this road, which is why I deliberately pick it, just checking out for any mechanical noises coming up through the car that shouldn't be there. And there's nothing at all. Everything's nice and quiet through the suspension, exactly as it should be. Brakes on the car, make sure no one's behind me. Good hard brake. It's a lovely brake pedal, nice and positive. It pulls the car down nice and straight and true. No pulsing or vibrations coming back up through the brake pedal either, so all in fine fettle there. So I'm going a slightly different way today because I'm attempting to kill two birds with one stone, which is a dangerous thing for me to attempt, unfortunately. Looking around inside the car, I mean, we've not cleaned it yet, but it's in lovely condition in here. And as you'd expect from a Honda CR-V, it's absolutely beautifully put together. Really solid, there's no creaks, no rattles, everything works exactly as it should. Air conditioning's ice cold, sat nav works perfectly, as you can see. You've got the dual zone climate control system, so you can have different temperatures side to side on the car. But what always impresses with the CR-V is just the quality of the switchgear. It's got a lovely actuation to it. It feels as though it's designed for, you know, decades to come, and they generally do as well. I mean, they hold together brilliantly well. And it's just a fabulous place to sit and operate a car. It doesn't intimidate in any way. Brilliant driving position. Everything working exactly as it should. Cruise control, hands-free functions, all the electrical controls on the car. You get auto lights, auto wipers on this model, again, all been checked and good. As I said at the start of the video, point of it, brief as it may be, just to show you the car in operation, and the car drives absolutely beautifully.